Welcome to Africa Entrepreneur. I just want to give you a translation of the video that I posted on last Wednesday. In that video, I just talk about the great idea that, like a golden idea, that we can develop in the middle of the poultry sector, or it can be like a value chain of the poultry sector. And as when you talk about a value chain, or in a value chain, we have the what you call like upper stream, we have it in the middle, and we have also the lower stream. So, and in the last and the other week, the last week, I talk about an idea that we can also develop in the upper stream. If you didn't get a chance to watch that video, and I also talk about I presented the translation in last Saturday. I'm gonna leave the link of the audio below the title of this actual audio. So the idea that I'm gonna I'm proposing in the middle of the poultry sector is follow. The idea I just wanna put together African African people who really, some people they have money, some people they don't have money, but they have experience, they have knowledge, they have power, they have the manpower. So how are we gonna put them together and have a great production unit everywhere in Africa and poultry production? So this is to put this all people, those people who have money, those people who come with a great idea, and those who are maybe limited with they don't have money, but they really willing, they are willing to produce to be in that sector. So how are we going to put them together? That's the idea, to put them together to build this great business, and also have a lot of production of poultry production, which really will help to reduce African importation of poultry products. So that's the idea. So what is the problem? The problem that we this idea trying to solve, if you launch this business, is really to, as you know, Africa is the country with the lowest protein consumption in the world, and at the same time we have the population growing, and the demand of meat and egg also is growing. Another problem is we have a farmer. They have a land, they have the manpower, and they are so limited in terms of financial resources. And the other problem is we have the investor. They have money, and some of them, they will also want to launch production, but they facing the stealing, honesty of the people who are going to work in the farms, and also the problem of management. See, when you put all of those together, you can see that those problems really are the driver and when to launch this kind of business in Africa. So now the team that I would like to propose, if you are someone who's gonna bring that idea, and you don't have a experience, you don't have a knowledge in poultry farming, you need to come out, to have associates, those who will partner, who will come together with you and build that company. And they may, you're gonna have the people with experience in poultry farming. You want to even have a veterinary in the group. That will be great. And our suggestion that in the founding team, you need to have people with complementary complementary potential, or in terms of experience, knowledge, all this stuff. And also, I'm suggesting that you have, the team, people who know how to sell, people know how to buy, and people who know how to manage, and also to have technical stuff. So when you have those kind of technical sales, buying, and also management, that will be great. Now, in terms of operational plan, what I'm proposing is you need to come up to a list of farmers who are really want to be in that sector, but they are limited of mean. So you make a list of those potential farmers that you're going to work with, and see if they have a land. So the condition that they need to have, they have to be willing to be in the sector, in the poultry sector. So we they have to have a land that will maybe be sufficient to put in place a 1 unit of production, and they have to have they're going to be the worker, and also have money, what they call yeah, and you're going to manage the unit of the farm. Okay, and we need to also come up with the investor, those who are already ready to be in that sector, or willing to invest in that sector. And when they come in, you have to convince them that it's going to be win-win situation, and win-win. All partner in that business will win, will gain something. So, and the founder team will really, the role of the founder team will be to really have a good farmer, have a good investor, and assist the farmers in terms of production, and work on, train them, and also do the marketing stuff, and the monitoring, and the monitoring also the production. And also they will be the team, the company will be in charge of sales of the farmer. The farmer, once they produce, the company go pick up the chicks. If I take the example of the chicken, or egg, you take the egg and you go to sell to the market at the price that you already agree with the customer. So when you do that, and that will be and make sure that when you're going to produce, there is going to be no disruption in terms of supply, because once you're gonna maybe sign that the contract with the customer, and make sure that you fulfill those contracts. And proposing to have like a start with 8 farmers. In the 8 farmers, you're gonna have if in the list you have women and men, I'm suggesting to start with 4 women and 4 men. So this will help us to see, in terms of gender, who's doing better than who. So that will be good. And also start with 500 chick per unit or per farm. And so this will give around, I think, 10, 500 for that's going to be 4,000 chicks to start, and it's going to be 8 farms, small farm of 500 chicks per farm. And now, in terms of capital, capital, what I'm proposing is you're gonna make sure that you limit the cost of the production, low cost of the production, and with 1,250,000 francs CFA, you'll be able to conduct, like if it's you're gonna do chicken that you're gonna sell in 45 days, 1,250,000 will be sufficient for each farm, and you will need around 10 million francs CFA for all 8 farm, and which will each investor. That's what you're gonna do is you're gonna ask each investor to be investor in one unit or in one farm. The investor must put in, at least 50,000 francs CFA, and this will once you do that and you come up with the capital, that will help to launch the farm. You have to come up with the contract and to explain the contract, how much money the investor will gain, and how much money the company will gain, and how much money the farmer will have. And what I would like to propose is to use the profit sharing instead of investor coming and give the money and come get a interest. No, so they needed to. It is going to be profit sharing company, and that will really be good, and profit sharing is going to be good. That's what I'm suggesting. Now, in terms for to launch the company by itself, you don't need much money. You just need between 100,000 and 250,000 francs CFA, depending where in which country you are located. So 100,000 and 215 will launch the company. You need to start with that kind of money. No much expense. You don't need to buy land. You know to do construction, infrastructure, all this stuff. You just need to register your company, CFE, Center of Registration of the companies, and have maybe the phone and what I would like to propose is to now, for the first 8 farm, do not choose them far from your headquarters. That is good, and because you're gonna pay visit to each farm at least once a week. So this is the in terms of capital, and my last thing I want to really give is the advice to succeed in this kind of business. The first thing I just wanna tell is to be honest to all the stakeholder, and the second advice to fulfill the commitment, because you will enter in a partnership, and to do good, this kind of partnership need to be respected, and those need to be fulfilled. The last thing I just wanna also suggest, advise is have a great customer experience. That is key for the success of this company. So this basic thing, that's what I talk about in that video, and that was it. So I hope you like the content of this audio, and if you want more detail of this kind of business or this idea, you can personally contact me at the email that is under the title of this audio. And I hope you really like it. If you like it, please give a thumbs up, and also if you you didn't subscribe yet to this channel, please I kindly ask you to do so, and I also ask you to share as much as possible this audio. This can help other brother or sister African to launch this kind of business, which will help them to have successful and sustainable business in Africa. That's it. Thank you so much, and see you next week, next Saturday. African entrepreneurship revolution start now. Your brother, Ouro. Ciao.